Okay, well, welcome everyone, and welcome to our weekly ULT time. We call this Transformation Tuesday, and really this is just a time when we come and we share about some of the solutions that we have within our community that are really helping people on the nutritional front. So, why is it so important to talk about nutrition? For me, I feel like it's one of the foundational things that we can actually have some control over in our lives. There are a lot of things out there that we don't have much control over, but something that we do at least sometimes 3 or 4 times a day is eat. And so deciding to be conscious about the foods that we are ingesting and learning about where our food is coming from and how our food is grown and what are the type of nutrients that we are getting into our lives can be a huge foundational step in up leveling your life and up leveling, that next phase of emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. So I personally have been in the nutritional field about 15 years. It's a passion of mine. I just love learning about the body, how it works. I'm a regenerative detox specialist, and I am very, very passionate about sharing this knowledge with people so that people can feel empowered in their lives to take steps in increasing their wellness on a day-to-day basis. So it was about actually 3 years ago, though, that I started to encounter some pretty intense postpartum depletion. I was 13 months postpartum with my first son. And up to that point, I had been eating organic. I had been trying to source my food as locally as possible. I was doing a lot of botanical herbs, and I thought I was really up on my nutrition. And when I came into this depletion, I was rather confused because I was like, well, how am I depleted? How is this possible? And so it really got me to learn more about the soil quality of our nation. And right now in America, it's deemed that only 1% of our soil is not depleted. So 99% of our soils are considered depleted of substantial nutrition, minerals, vitamins that we need to thrive. And a big reason this has happened is in the last 30 years, industrial agriculture has introduced a lot of different herbicides and chemicals into the environment, but primarily one of the main ones is glyphosate. And glyphosate is the number one herbicide in Monsanto and Bayer's Roundup, and it's sprayed on over 75% of crops. It's now in 75% of our waterways. It's sprayed on parks and grass lawns. And what's happening is this glyphosate is getting into our bodies and it's disrupting our gut microbiome to the point where, number one, we're not able to absorb as much nutrition as we need, absorb our amino acids, absorb essential minerals. And then two, it's gotten to the point where our soils are becoming so depleted because of overuse of pesticides and herbicides, so that the soils are actually lacking the minerals and vitamins that they need to transfer to the food, which transfers to us. So I realized in my own depletion that we are in a pandemic of total depletion of our population. And primarily it's because of the soil. And so I started looking for solutions and for ways to mediate and mitigate this issue. And I started researching companies that are really working on what we call regenerative agriculture or beyond organic farming, where the number one principle is putting more back into the soil than we're taking out of. And so that means our company in particular, we irrigate with fresh spring water, we do triple cross sow planting, biodiverse planting, constantly working the soil to make sure that we're not depleting it with every crop rotation. And so when I started incorporating this superfood nutrition that we're going to talk about today, that is really grown in these high potent soils, I immediately started feeling the results in my body. It was like my first 3 days on this nutrition that I started feeling my energy increase, my cravings were going down, I was getting some of that vitality back. And really, it was 2 months of being consistent with the program we're going to share with you today that I then had my aha moment of like, wow, this is me. This is what I remember feeling like. Like it took me 2 months to get back to a state of true vitality out of that depletion. And that's eating a really clean and good diet. So at that point, I kind of made a vow to myself that I need to share this information, that I need to help educate as many as possible on soil quality, on glyphosate, on really knowing and sourcing high quality food and supporting organic and regenerative movement so that we can really heal our soils and in turn really heal ourselves. So that's why I'm so passionate about this work. That's why I'm sharing this with you today. That's why we have these Transformation Tuesdays, to hopefully offer some solutions to people who may be looking for those. So before I go into detail, I want to bring on my friend Amy, who, thank you, Amy. This is kind of impromptu, but Amy's going to share her story around how incorporating this nutrition has really been impactful in her life over the past couple of years.
Hi, Mary Beth. Thank you so much for having me. It's been just amazing working under you and having you as a mentor to learn about health. It's just been transformational for me. I had been suffering with chronic pain and depression and anxiety a lot, most of my life, really. And I've been on a slow journey of like learning about nutrition as food. Was slowly taking things out, but my life dramatically shifted when I started this. I'd already gotten off of most of the pharmaceuticals that were given to me for fibromyalgia with medical cannabis, but I was still like at a 50% kind of like human, like with the energy and stuff. So when I started incorporating these superfoods, they were just life changing. Day 1 or 3, I was able to get off of kratom, which is another kind of plant medicine, but my body was like addicted to it. I had gone through withdrawals when I tried to get off of it alone, and with using Purium, I didn't have any kind of withdrawal symptoms. It was amazing. I also was like by D10, like my depression and anxiety had been creeping back in, but I was like noticing like my mood had been shifted. It was beautiful. I was sleeping better with the cherry juice, and a lot of my chronic pain was like already diminishing. By day 30, I had like lost 17 or 18 pounds. No more chronic pain, and I didn't have to use any kind of medical cannabis or kratom or anything. Like it was just the food, and I've never really felt this nourished. So I've been using the products for about 1.5 years now. And kind of like Rita's story, like I've just kind of been realizing like that I'm like an athlete now. Like I've gained 10 pounds of muscle now. And I'm just like have this whole, like I'm skiing. I don't have any kind of pain afterwards. I'm using like the recovery products, and we have some amazing ones like Super Xanthan and stuff like, and I'm just feeling like amazing. So it's been really transforming of like a whole different kind of side of me that I didn't know was possible. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Amy. And it's been amazing to watch your transformation. And like you had mentioned, that a mental and emotional component, that mental and emotional stability that we can gain really when we start to get the foundational nutrition that our body's craving. And so it's been amazing to watch your transformation. And thank you for sharing your story with others. And so next, I'm actually going to bring on my sister, who's also super passionate about this mission and sharing. And she's going to break down a little bit about, okay, what exactly is this nutrition we're talking about, and why is it so important to her as well?
Thank you so much, Amy and Mary. And yeah, I just want to share a little bit about these micronutrients and why they're so important. And one is it's the way that they're grown. And so it's really hard to get the nutrition that we're needing on a daily basis at our grocery store, unfortunately. And that is because of soil depletion. Glyphosate is the top herbicide that's used, and it's in Roundup. And what it does is it kills off the soil diversity, making it hard for us to absorb all of our nutrients and get access to our amino acids. And so when I was finding this solution through my sister Mary and watching her transformation, I came to it because I was feeling really depleted, and I didn't understand why, because I had access to organic food, I grew my own food, I had, access to amazing nutrition, and yet I was still feeling like I wasn't getting what I was needing. And that led me to studying soil health and learning from Dr. Zach Bush, and then finding this amazing community and company that's actually working from that level, from the soil health up. And so the foods are grown in nutrient dense soils. They are wind dehydrated, they're vine ripened, whereas most of the food that we're getting at the grocery store is picked at least a couple weeks early and shipped, all over. So by the time that it gets in your mouth, it doesn't contain very many nutrients. So when I added this in, this is just our Superfood Shake, and it's just wind dehydrated, fruits, herbs, veggies. And so it's preserving all of its enzymes. And I just felt the lights come on in my body. I just felt like I was finally getting what I needed because it's full of like 97% of our micro and macronutrients and whole food vitamins. So it tastes delicious. That's the shake. And in part of our 30-day transformation, you get to take the shake twice a day. Tastes delicious, like I said, and you're just getting everything that you need, from those healthy fats to those micro and macronutrients. And then we have our Biome Medic, and this is our gut microbiome support. And like I was sharing about glyphosate, that's in our food, it's in our air, it's in our water. And what it does is it not only kills off that soil health, but also kills off our gut microbiome diversity because it acts like an antibiotic. And 80% of our immune function is in our gut, 90% of our serotonin, 50% of our dopamine. So really feeling good starts with our gut health, and same with our immune function really starts with the health of the gut. And even within 20 minutes of exposure to glyphosate, which again, it's in our air, food, and water, it creates leaky gut symptoms. And when we have leaky gut, toxins are leaking into our lymphatic system, our immune system, creating an inflammatory response. And this Biomedic is herbs, and it's the only thing that's clinically proven to remove glyphosate from the body, which is going to really help support that absorption, that gut microbiome diversity, and really strengthen the gut microbiome. So that's huge, really amazing for detoxing heavy metals and glyphosate and other things. And then we have our plant-based amino acids, and I love these. You just take them first thing in the morning, and they help to balance out the hormones. And what's special about them is, again, all of this is whole foods, so it's easy for the body to absorb and assimilate. And these are 99% bioavailable, and it's going straight to your muscles, brain, nervous system for that rebuilding and, supporting collagen production and all of that. And it's incredible for athletes because it really helps you with recovery and also growing strong muscles. So this is great just first thing in the morning, and again in the afternoon. And I always take it before my workouts for that sustained endurance and energy, and also after for recovery. So those are the few of the things that your kit comes with. And it also comes with our Tart cherry juice, which is a concentrate, and that helps you to sleep deeply. It helps you to produce your own melatonin so that you're getting into those REM sleep cycles, which is where our body really repairs and rebuilds and regenerates. And it also allows for amazing dreams. And another reason I love the Tart cherry is it supports our kidney filtration, and our kidneys are what eliminate cellular wastes out of our body. So really important for addressing inflammation and really supporting the tissues. So that's like our core 4, which is our foundational program, our maintenance program. And you can also do that for, 30 days and a deeper guided support.
Yep. Beautiful. Thank you, Rita. And I live off the core 4. I've been on the core 4 for the last 3 years, every single day. It's just part of the routine now for my family and I and so many others. And it's very simple. For maintenance, you just do everything once a day, get your bases covered. And then if you want to do more of the 30-day, like Rita was talking about, where you amp it up and really flood your body with these nutrients, you'll be doing everything that Rita talked about twice a day. And then in addition, you can add in our Super Cleansar, which is a herbal Ayurvedic mixture and blend of herbs that help to get rid of parasites and funguses and candida and yeasts and overgrowth of bacterias. in the gut. So really working deeper on that gut to cleanse out and help with the stabilization of the gut. In addition, I always really like to incorporate our Zinc Aid, which is our whole food vitamin A, C, D, and E immune support. And so everything that we have is whole food. Nothing is an isolate form. So the sources of vitamin A, D, and E come from things like camu berry and acerola berry and fruits and foods that contain those minerals and vitamins in them, in conjunction with other fruits, minerals and vitamins that help you to assimilate it in your body. So everything is whole food, no isolates. And this is one of the most amazing whole food immune supports that I know of. So you can add that in. And then we also have amazing athlete products. And this is something I'm really excited to share about because I grew up as an athlete in a mountain town, tons of surfing and snowboarding and rock climbing and mountain biking. And when I became a mom, I kind of dropped down in my athleticism a little bit and now I dance a lot. I'm a dancer, but in the last few months, I've been taking personal training again to rebuild that strength. And I've really been putting our athlete products to the test, and it's working. So if you want to do the 30-day with the athlete products, some of those that we have is you get an extra bottle of amino acids, like Rita said, because this is pure muscle building fuel, cleanest source of protein that you can get. So take those before your workout. You also get this amazing blend of beets. It's called Can't Beat This. And basically it provides your body with oxygen when your cells need to endure a lot of stamina, or you need to build strength in your body, your cells need oxygen. And so the Can't Beat This helps to oxygenate the cells and give you that long lasting energy without the drop that maybe caffeine or other caffeine supplements might do. So you take your Can't Beat This before workout. We also have our super xanthan that you get. And this is a red algae that is so good for your tissues. So we all know when we're working out, we're micro tearing the fibers. And in order to rebuild that back stronger, you need to rebuild on an alkaline base. And the super xanthan helps rebuild those tissues stronger and with that alkaline base. And it's also phenomenally good for your eye health as well. And actually acts as an internal sunscreen. So if you're outside in the sun a lot, it's also a great one to incorporate in. And then post-workout, you get to add our MVP Sport Shake. And this is 32 grams of plant-based protein, super potent packed. It has herbs in it, like cordyceps mushrooms and other Ayurvedic herbs to really support your adrenals, again, for that sustained energy and that restoration. And you can just add that in. So like Rita was saying, is you can do our daily maintenance, you can do a 30-day, and you can do a 30-day with this performance, athlete performance support as well, depending on your goals and what you're desiring in your life. So to break it down, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comments if you feel you've learned something today, if this feels educational, inspiring, and if you're feeling that pull to say, yes, like I want to give this a try. I do want to try to up-level my nutrition in a new way, and you're feeling the call to do it. I'm going to share my screen a little bit just so you can all see how simple and easy it is to get started with us. So whoever invited you to this call, they have a discount code for you, and you want to make sure to reach out to them and get their discount code, because this will save you 25% on any order that you do. So they will also send you this link to our Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. You can explore what's inside a little more, see some reviews, check out the community, and you can also go here and just say, get started today. So in doing that, it's very simple. You can choose from either of the packs that we talked about, the 30-day or the 30-day with performance. And I'm going to add the performance to my cart because that's where I'm living right now. And then you have these amazing add-ons. We have tons of great add-ons. You can talk to the person who invited you to ask them what their favorites are, why they use them, how they've amplified their life, especially if you have specific goals, health goals. We have a lot of additional things that can support. Like I said, the Zinc Aid for immune support is always a must for me. So you can add on little things if you want to add anything on. And then you go ahead and you continue. And Rita, I'm going to let you talk about our smart order.
Thank you, Mary. Yeah, so our smart order is just smart. It's amazing. Basically, you can sign up for a monthly subscription. You can change it, alter it at any point. But what it does is it gives you double rewards points. It gives you free products. So you can try things like the Epigenius Kids, which is packed full of fruits and veggies and phytonutrients, and amazing for kids. It includes our gut health. So that just sets you up for success. And for me, I had my biggest breakthrough at 90 days. And so I really want to ensure your success by getting to that 90-day mark, because that's how long it takes to really balance the hormones and get the long lasting results. And of course, you'll notice results immediately, but to get those sustained lasting results, I really love to get on the core 4, which is right here. And that's our maintenance program that I explained. And it allows you to have your superfoods 1 time a day. And for me, it just covers all of my bases. Like when it saves me on my grocery bill because I eat 2/3 less, because I'm getting so much more nourishment and so much higher quality food. So setting up that smart order, you can pick any date. You can pick the 21st or the 16th. And that allows you to, it will just auto ship to you and allows you to stay in that rhythm and that success. So that's really fun and supportive and beautiful, and definitely connect in with the person that invited you to help you get set up on, the best rhythm for you. And again, it will not charge you. It's just setting it up so that you can ensure that success.
Yeah, it's really an amazing thing, because we all know things take consistency. And starting with 30 days is a phenomenal place to start. But if you have some bigger goals in mind, if you really want to jump into this next level of up-levelment, it's important to have a plan and have a plan of consistency. So that smart order, again, is just smart. And it boils down, the maintenance program we have boils down to $6 a day. And that, which is like nothing when you consider all organic food. And then the 30-day is $11 a day. And if you want to add on the athlete program, it's $17 a day. So I know many people that spend $11 a day on a Starbucks coffee and a croissant, where what if you could replace that with 2 organic superfood meals a day, which is pretty phenomenal. So everything we have also has a 60-day money back guarantee, which is amazing, because we believe so much in our products that if someone does an entire 30-day and you decide it wasn't what for you, you can always, get your money back and try something else. But I will guarantee that at least trying 30 days will give you that stepping stone to further the up-levelment of your health. So that's that. And like Rita said, just make sure to reach out to the person who invited you here if you want to learn more. And Rita, do you want to close us out with anything else?
Just thank you so much for being here. And health truly is our greatest wealth. I've experienced times in my life where I didn't have my optimal health, and times where I have, and it's just a night and day contrast. So anything that we can do to further, us feeling good in our bodies, in our joy, in our emotional well-being, that really ripples out into everything else that we do, from our passions to our athletics, to our relationships, to our families, to our work. So, thank you all for being here and taking care of yourself and making that commitment to yourself, because it's one of the biggest gifts that we can share, not only for ourselves, but to our community. So thank you.